Was that a Karn I saw that he just scryed and put to the bottom? I might have. I'm not sure.
I'm going to trust you on that. I see one land, though. One land, Llanowar Elves. The reason he would put it on the bottom is because he has Steel Leaf Champion. So if he has a forest on top, that's a turn 2 5/4.
Yeah, that's so strong.
And with Galta in hand, so Lance is definitely trying to get off to a quick start here. I never feel safe to keep in a one-land hand. That scry at the beginning helps, though.
Yeah.
And there's the forest. So we're going to look at a turn 2 Steel Leaf Champion. That's a great start. Mike is going to be under the gun from the get-go.
Yeah.
2/2 Knight. Yeah, that's... The Knight can't even see it unless there's a black permanent out there. Because Knight is a 2/2. It becomes a 3/2 if there's a black permanent on the board.
Yeah.
There's the champion. Turn 2, 5/4. Mike taking a look at it.
Yeah, Mike's like, what the heck is that?
Mike thinking to himself, seriously? He hasn't seen the 12/12 yet.
No, I think he will soon, though.
Oh, it's going to be real soon. Lance, thank you for a quick game.
Not yet. Can't put Mike out of the match yet.
No, he's got ways to fight back.
Yeah.
White's got ways. Chandra can take it down. Deal 4 damage to it. Decisions. Goes for the second Knight. Yeah. Wisely chose not to attack.
For sure.
So now, what is that third card? Servant of the Conduit. That would give him 8 power on board with 2 mana. Not enough for Galta. Close, but not quite enough. Swinging for 5. He is like 1 mana away from getting Galta on the board right now.
Yeah. It's exactly one.
It's an attack for 5. I didn't see anything in Mike's hand to deal with this. Now, he could double block. Those both have first strike. Oh, they can't even block him because they're 2 power.
Yeah, they're 2, so he's out of luck.
Alright, so Lance now has 8 power on the board.
Yeah. Playing the Servant of Conduit.
He had a Blossoming Defense, which would put his power up to 10, but it would cost him 1 mana. Galta would only cost 2 green, but he'd only have the 1.
Yeah.
So, pass and turn. That's looking like a turn 4 Galta. It's going to be on the board. Mike, you got to do something, man. You got to slow this board down. If he plays Shauna and takes out the champion, that will buy him a lot of time, but he's looking at those angels right now.
Does he even have 2 red mana? Oh, yeah, he does.
He does.
I see.
He
I
does.
missed that land on the left.
I mean, you're pretty much saying my Chandra is not going to live long, but that's the only play I see. The problem is it walks right into a Blossoming Defense.
Yeah.
Which we know Lance has.
I think he has to do it, though. What other options does he have to live?
I don't know. Oh! He's saying, Lance, this is what I got. I'm going to bring it to you.
Let's go.
No fear. Here, down comes Shalai. Can we get a picture of that one, Jake? I don't know if it's Shalay, Shalai, Shaloo. I like to say Shalai. I haven't heard the actual
I think it is Shalai.
Shalai, Voice of Plenty. So Mike now has hexproof. His creatures have hexproof. And he can start pumping them if he had green mana.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's not there for the pump.
No.
That is a 3/4 that can block the Paladin now. It would die, but it's a legal blocker.
Yes.
And having a second one in hand, I might take that block. Lance obviously doesn't care.
No.
Not afraid to run his 5/4 against the 3/4.
Nothing coming from Mike's end up his sleeve because all his mana's tapped, so he's not worried.
Nope. You see a tapped out opponent.
It's
that turn's yours. You do what you want.
Yep. Looks
All
like
right.
Mike took the 5.
Yep. Did he draw a second Chandra? He did.
So now I definitely play the Chandra.
Yep. Because now I don't feel bad about minusing Chandra.
Yeah, you minus Chandra and then play another one next turn.
Now, the key
If you
thing
have to.
on Lance's turn, he could have played Galta. I'm not sure why he didn't. But yeah, there's Chandra, and I think you kind of have to kill that champion. He's already taken out half your life. Yeah. Committing 3 loyalty to kill the champion, but Lance has an answer.
Is that a counter?
It's a blossoming defense, gives champion +2/+2 and hexproof.
Ah,
So not only would it live through the 4 damage, the 4 damage never even gets to it because the hexproof stops it.
yeah. Strong card.
It's good on defense and offense. Very strong addition for the green arsenal. So with this kill attempt being stopped, Mike again says, here you go, Lance. Take it.
Let's do it.
And it looks like Lance wants to keep his creatures on the board and took it. 7 damage. Lance with 2 lands and a Galta in hand. Chose to play the Oasis over the untapped dual land.
There's Galta.
That board just got a lot fatter.
Oh, yeah.
Steel Champion does not know the meaning of block. He's just been attacking every turn. When you're a 5/4, the biggest guy on the battlefield except for that dino next to you, I guess you just want to attack. You get attack happy. So Mike took the hit again.
Down to 5.
What do you think? Does he swing? He's been full aggro up until now. History of Benalia. That'll get him a blocker. Galta 12/12 trample.
I don't...
The Walking Ballista's not going to cut it here.
Honestly, I think this is end of game 1.
I think you might be right. Looking at when there's a trampler on the board,
Yeah.
the way I do my math, I look at my toughness.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, Mike has 8 toughness that he can throw at that trampler,
Yeah.
which would still leave 4 coming through. He can play Chandra, which, unless there's a Blossoming defense, can take out the champion.
True.
But that's still 4 from Galta, plus 3 from the other creatures, so
And
it's
that
just
just
still
saves
lethal.
him 1 turn.
Well, it doesn't even save him. If Lance goes
Oh,
with
yeah,
everybody,
it's-
he's
yeah.
taking 7 damage.
Yeah, 7, yeah.
Short of a cast out, I'm not sure what his options are here. He's looking it over. But yeah, like you said, I'm pretty sure Lance is taking game 1. Turn 2 champion. Not a bad start to a green stack.
Probably the best start you can have.
Oh, it plays out pretty well.
Yeah. That was 75% of the damage that
Yeah.
has been dealt to him
Yep.
was with champion.
Mike, the hand's not looking any better. He's trying to find the
He's
answer.
trying to think.
I agree, Rox. It feels like Mike's pretty dead. Yeah. He's just got to come to realize it. There we go.
Yep, game 1 done.
Lance got that pressure started early and just didn't stop.
Yeah.
He took a turn off. He could have cast Galta a turn earlier than he did.
He wanted to play it safe, though.
Played it safe, got around the cast out, and just took him down. Very good show from Lance. I
Alright.
appreciate Mike's aggressive style, though.
Yeah, I mean,
If you're getting beat down for
he
5,
doesn't know what he's playing, and
beat down right back.
yeah.
So going into round 2, oh, he's got cast out right at the front of his sideboard.
Oh, yeah,
options.
for sure.
Pretty sure that comes in. Ixalan's Binding feels good. Any sort of removal for that guy. Rocks, you're absolutely right. You look in the fridge once, there's nothing. Close the door, it's not going to change.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just hard to accept it, though, and you open that door 5-6 times.
I do that all the time.
My daughter does it too, but I yell at her because she lets all the cold air out. We're not trying to cool down the house, you know.
Yeah, my mother does the same thing.
All right, Ancient Brontodon. I'm seeing that one in Lance's deck. I got a feeling he knows Cast Out's coming in.
Yeah.
He knows Ixalan Binding's going to come in. So, any sort of enchantment removal, I'm leaving in there. But after that first game, the problem is you get a turn 1 Land War Elf and a turn 2 champion. It feels great, but you can't count on that every time.
Nope.
So you just
cannot.
When it happens, great. When it doesn't, you got to find that.
You got to compensate.
Rocks, I'm not sure how many people are playing today. We're stuck in a closet with our door closed because we're trying to keep the mic quiet. I'm going to go on mute so we can ask. I'll be right back. Cincy, the hash up was an option, but I don't know. Lance's deck, like we said in round 1, there's a reason Reese and I are sitting here talking instead of sitting out there playing. These are their decks and they got a better angle on them. They're more accustomed to playing it, so it might have just come down to personal preference. With that far ahead on the board, it was a rough place for him to throw it.
Yeah.
Rocks, we just asked our judge how many people we got today.
We have 14 players.
14 people.
Yeah.
And I believe you said we're doing 3 rounds.
3 rounds with a cut to the top 4.
And after the 3rd round, we're probably going to do a break for lunch. Or we're doing a break for lunch at some point.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's after this round or the next one.
Probably about 2 o'clock after the next round, I think.
It'll be after the 3rd round.
That makes sense. After the 3rd round, we get the cut and then we go. Cincy, it was lethal. He might not have seen it. He did play the Oasis over the dual land, so he might have seen the angle and thought about it. I don't know. He was doing a bunch of damage with that guy though, and it worked out in the end. For those of you tuning in, we're streaming to you our store showdown or store championship from Other Realms, Honolulu, Hawaii.
Yep.
Appreciate you stopping by. We know there's other tournaments going on right now, and thank you for checking in on our little world. 14 players today.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing 3 rounds with a cut to top 4. They're playing for the store championship playmat.
It's a very nice mat.
Very nice. The promo ain't too bad either.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Reese is a big fan of that promo. If you're ever in Oahu, swing on by. We're on North Nimitz behind the Best Buy.
Yep.
And Magic, you can get all your Magic supplies here. Comic books everywhere.
Comic books.
Largest selection of comic books on the island.
Yes.
Mini figures.
Yep, miniature games, board games. We got everything.
If you're a nerd, come on by. Kansas City. I used to live in Missouri. I've never made it out to Kansas City. Thank you for joining us, Rocks. Appreciate it. I got a feeling you're not going to catch our normal stream. Normally we start at 6.
We do.
We start at 6 local, which for the East Coast, that's a 6-hour difference.
Yeah,
it's midnight on the
6
East Coast.
Yeah, 6 p.m.
So,
midnight East Coast.
I'm glad you were able to catch us today. Normally we do Friday and Saturday starting at 6.
Yep, starting at 6, going till 9.
Events like Store Championship, we do earlier, 10:30 our time local. We usually start about 11 registration at 10:30.
Yes.
And so it's nice getting to stream during the day. I get to walk out of the closet and there's still sunlight.
It's amazing.
You know, what a feeling.
Yep.
So, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. All right, it looks like the players are looking at their opening hands. Mike's going to be on the play. We got 3 lands, Benelish Marshal, which can come down turn 3. Settle the wreckage, so he's definitely prepared for the big fat guys.
Yep. We have a Knight of Grace.
That looks like a good curve to me.
Yep.
He's got turn 2. As far as mana cost, he's got 2, 3, 4, 5, which rolls out pretty good.
I think that's pretty solid.
Lance having to mulligan again. It worked out for him the first time.
It was okay the first time. We'll see about this time.
Game 1, he had to mulligan to 6. He had 1 land, decided to keep because he had a Llanowar Elf in the champion, and he put a Karn to the bottom.
Yes. Yeah.
But that worked out great for him because he top decked that forest.
Top deck that forest.
And just went from there. Yeah, I agree with you, Rocks.
Didn't play the Gulta when he could have, though. He decided to wait.
Yep.
So, but that's okay.
And as Cincy said, there was a lethal attack with Hotship Oasis.
Yep.
But sometimes you got to play it safe. And representing that Blossoming defense, because he already got Mike with one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get burned the second time. Negate. Doesn't want to put to the bottom. He's got 1 mana. He does. That's the Llanowar Elf in the back with the Steel Leaf Champion. It's like deja vu all over again, Reese.
Yeah. I think Mike has a better hand for this, though.
He's a little better prepared.
Yeah, I think so.
So hopefully he's able to hang in there better. That's still a turn 2, 5-4.
It's rough for sure. But you kind of have to expect it.
Yep. When you see it the first game, you got to be ready for it game 2.
You got to have an answer to it. Got to be ready.
All right, so we're going to see a Knight from Mike. It's 2/2 first strike.
Yep.
Hexproof from black. Not very important here.
Doesn't help this time.
And I don't think it's going to get the bonus for having a black permanent on the board. There's the 5/4. So 2/2 can't block it, but you know what can? The 3/3.
Yeah. Yeah. Or a 3/2.
3/2, but it's going to be a 3/3.
Oh, I know.
Now he's got 2 3/3s. That's 6 damage, which would kill it even through a Blossoming defense.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
That's a significant chunk of your board to trade for a 5/4.
I think it could be very worth it, though.
After that last game, I think Mike might be thinking that also.
Yeah.
Rox, your son is playing Esper Control and well positioned. Esper Control has been very good.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll see that at some point today.
Yeah.
I know some people personally that are playing it.
Yep. We got 14 people here. That's definitely out there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's playing it. Our first round, we had a red-black mid-range.
Aggro,
which actually played out very
yeah,
aggro against
yeah.
a mono-black control. So we're going to try and get a variety of stuff on here. We're also going to... Next round should be 2 people that are 2-0. So we'll see what we get. As for control, anything that can run Teferi, Vraska's Contempt, Fatal Push.
Yeah.
It's a solid deck.
Yeah. It's a pretty fun one, too. I think it's a pretty fun deck.
Yeah. Contempts and pushes, like he said in this matchup, that's very good.
Is that a Lyra?
Yeah. That is a Lyra. I didn't see it. Does he have a 5th land?
I couldn't tell.
Well, this is turn 4, so it'll be next turn where he needs it, but we will see.
Yep.
Guys, if you're tuning into us, thank you very much. We're coming to you from Honolulu, Hawaii.
Yep.
Other Realms, comic and game specialist, and we appreciate you swinging by our neck of the woods. Thank you very much.
Looks like, okay, so...
Blossoming defense, so he is trying to pump
blocking. It. Yeah, he blocked one of either the Marshal or the Knight, not sure which.
Okay, cast out on the champion. Mike says, I just don't want to deal with that. Took out the Marshal. Makes sense.
Smart
Strike
play,
the
yeah.
Knight.
Yeah.
Again, Mike just... I don't care what you're playing, Lance. I'm attacking.
I think
I
right
like
now
that
good.
attitude.
I mean, he has the cast out, so I think that's I think that's pretty good.
I like it. Canopy Crush. Oh, Lance is ready for Lyra.
Yeah.
Oh. He doesn't have a board. He doesn't have that 5/4 on the board anymore. But his hand is just ready.
Yeah.
Oh, use it to get rid of the cast out to get the 5/4 back. So let's see if Lyra comes down. I don't know. It's very super solid. The guy's an all-star. He's modern. I wouldn't be surprised to see him in vintage.
Yeah, to be honest.
So, yeah, solid Planeswalker.
You see a Glorybringer? Oh, there it goes.
You know what Glorybringer does well against?
Champions.
5/4 creatures.
Yeah.
That's the universal symbol for I'm exerting this Glorybringer to kill your creature.
Yep.
So, and I did not see another Blossoming Defense. I'm pretty sure that's a negate in his hand.
Yeah, I'm really sure that's a negate, so Lance is definitely going to get rid of that 5/4.
Skooma Puma, you're Teferi. Jeez. When they first foiled the set, I don't think anybody realized how awesome Teferi was going to be. But yeah, he's just tearing everything up. Big changes. The crazy thing is people are choosing to play Teferi over Jace the Mind Sculptor in Modern.
Mm-hmm.
Which, when they announced unbanning Jace the Mind Sculptor, I was among the group that was not a fan of that. Guess I was wrong.
Yeah.
Alright. Would that be a Polyraptor?
Yes.
Ripjaw Raptor.
Ripjaw
Raptor. Sorry about that. Okay, so whenever it's dealt damage, he draws a card. So Lance just trying to keep the card flowing.
Good.
Glorybringer becomes unexerted this turn.
Playing Lyra.
Okay. Canopy Crush is already gone, so there's no more I kill your flyer. There he goes, unexerting the Glorybringer. Lance's turn, looking over his choices. Looks like maybe he just drew a land. Haven't gotten a really good look at it yet. Yeah, they were really pushing Karn. Yeah, he just drew a land this turn. Karn's not bad. He does represent card draw. He does get a blocker out. And he will find a home.
I think, I mean, from looking at the 2019 core release, I think Artifacts is going to be a thing in Standard with Tezzeret and Karn. I think it'll be good. I think Karn is a sleeper right now, but I think it'll come out strong when 2019 releases.
Yep. And even in Modern, he's getting slipped into Affinity.
Yes, he is.
He's a solid turn four mana player for Affinity.
There was a game 2 done.
Lyra got it done. You guys got us talking about Modern, darn it. I missed the whole finish there. I saw Lyra hit the board, and Lance said that's enough. 5/5 first strike lifelink.
Yeah. Lance was down to 2.
Yeah. So Mike able to turn that game around. Well
Going
done.
into game 3.
So turn 1 we saw the turn 2, or game 1 we saw the turn 2 Steel Leaf Champion.
Yep.
Runaway. Game 2, Mike was able to sideboard, bring in some different stuff.
Yep. Answered it.
Was able to answer with the cast down or cast out, and yeah, get his game going.
Yeah, I think game 1 was pretty much in Lance's favor the whole time, and I think game 2, I don't know. Mike had answers to everything.
Yep.
It seemed pretty much he controlled the board state. He controlled the game most of the time.
Lance brought in negate because he knew cast out was coming.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting a look at one of Mike's custom tokens there. Luke Skywalker for his knights. He's got a whole set of custom knight tokens that he made. So, but Lance brought in counterspells for the enchantment removal, which he knew was coming. But then that got stuck in his hand when he didn't have the mana up when it was cast.
Yeah.
So I think I still leave it in there because you know it's in there now. It's been confirmed.
Yeah, I think so, because I think if you can negate that cast out,
yeah,
you're in a really good spot.
Completely different game. So he's just got to be more careful about keeping his mana up. Yeah. Post side with all that enchantment removal available to him, Mike was in a much better spot. That Crushing Canopy, I did forget about the Destroying Enchantment mode.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I knew he had Lyra in his hand, and I assumed it was going to end poorly for Lyra. But getting that 5-4 back on board, I completely forgot that was an option.
Yeah, so did I. I think it was a good play, to be honest.
Yeah.
Lance doesn't know what's in Mike's hand.
Given the board and how game 1 went, I want to get my attacker going.
Yeah, for sure. It's a 5-4.
Yeah. So, going into game 3, Mike on the draw now. Lance on the play. Lance's game plan's still the same. Get that champion.
Yeah, for sure. Get that Line of War Elves, get that champion, and then honestly, get Galta.
Yeah. On the play, leaving counterspells in on the play lessens his chance of getting the aggro start, because the counterspells are more of a responsive, defensive nature.
If I were him, I would like to go more aggro for sure if I'm on the play.
So, I'm not sure if he took him out or if he left him in. They're shuffling up pretty quick. I don't think either player changed their post-sideboard decks much.
No.
So, we'll see how this one works out. Now, another thing. Game 1, we saw the Steel Leaf champion on turn 2.
Yep.
Mike was on the draw.
Yes.
So he was not able to get his board state going on game 1. So the champion was able to run away.
Yep.
Game 2, Mike on the play got his board set up first.
Yeah.
So he's able to respond without having to be on the defensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I
he
think
was able
that
to be aggressive for sure.
That may have turned it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lance is going straight caveman in this one. Stomp on over there. That's all he's trying to do.
Yep.
I thought before the match, because we don't have deck lists, we're
going in blind.
Yep, we're coming in blind just like you guys. I thought he might have gone with Taji over for card draw, but I don't think she's in there now.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that blue is just for a little bit of control elements.
Mm-hmm. It's mostly mono green.
Yeah. Now Lance, he's jumped around a bit. I've seen him messing around with. Earlier in the season, he had a Liliana -1/-1 counter theme deck that did pretty good. He likes to brew a bunch of different stuff, and it's always interesting to see what he brings.
For sure.
But you go to Store Championship, you go with something that's proven itself.
Oh yeah.
Because he wants that mat.
Oh yeah. Everyone's out for blood.
Yep. We saw round 1. Alex took round 1. He's trying to finish off that cloak he's making.
Oh yeah, he talked to me about it. He really wants that mat.
He said he's got enough mats at home. He's just missing a few to put them all together into a cloak. Which I don't think he'd actually do, but
I don't think so.
That'd be impressive.
That would be a sight to see.
If you built a whole cloak out of Store Championship
mats.
You walk into a store wearing a cloak like that. What does the playmat look like? Jake, if you can bring it up in between rounds, it is a really cool Nicole Bolas playmat.
Yep. It's basically just the card for the creature side of Nicol Bolas.
Yep.
So if you just want to look up that card for 2019, it's an expanded version of that art.
If Jake can bring up the splash for a Store Championship, it's got a picture of the mat on the bottom. We'll see it. Jake, our tech guy, he's the one controlling the stream. We're just here talking.
Yeah, we'll see if maybe we can do it between rounds.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get that up for you, Skooma Puma. It's a really cool looking mat. The promo, just for playing today, very cool.
Lots of land.
Looks like they're already starting. 4 lands, History of Benalia, Gideon, and Elira. It's not a fast hand, but it looks like a keep to me.
I think so. We're just going to have to hope that Lance doesn't have that really fast start that he's had the past 2 games.
Well, even if he does, Gideon can take care of the champion.
True.
Gideon, another slow starter as far as Planeswalkers. When he came out, he was butting heads against Gideon Ally of Zendikar. And nobody liked this new one.
Yeah.
But once that set rotated out, Gideon has proven himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Mike's choosing to keep. Lance, are we going for three mulligans? Yeah, Lance had to mulligan again, but 3 lands, Thrashing Bronodon, Karn, and a Llanowar Elf. That's a good hand too.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Karn can come out pretty quick.
Yep. Now, based on openers, I like Mike's opener here. I like the aggressiveness of it.
Yeah, and I think actually with Mike's hand and Lance's hand, Mike's in favor. He doesn't need to be super aggressive with this.
Plays the tap land first, and now he's got 2 more dual color lands that'll come in untapped, and he drew a Chandra. So Mike's in Super Friend mode. There's the Thrashing Bronodon, which can deal with the History of Benalia, but you're trading a 3/4 to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Still, History of Benalia is going to pump out 2 2s. 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, trade-wise, it's probably worth it after you swing.
I think so.
Oh, did you catch that one?
No, I did not.
He drew a champion.
Oh.
The turn after you won it, you draw the
That's
champion.
right. The glare was bad.
There. It happens. It's like that turn 2 Soul Ring in Commander.
It's I mean, that's magic for you.
Yep.
It's no matter how good you are or how
That's
good
the
your
rule of
deck is.
variance.
Yep. You can sometimes draw really well and sometimes you don't.
Alright, so now Mike has Gideon in hand, which can deal with the champion. But
Yep.
there's still a 3/4 that's going to come down and hit him. So right now, from Mike's side, I'm looking at Gideon this turn. And then next turn he can Chandra to kill the champion and Gideon the Brontodon.
Yep.
Or he can History of Benalia out and get a blocker for the Brontodon. So we'll see. Had our judge reach in to put a marker on one of the creatures. I believe that would be the Gideon marker.
Yep.
On the champion. And in between rounds, I'm gonna get a marker out there to him, because you know me, I like to be crafty.
Mm-hmm.
I make some nice markers, and I'm gonna try and get him something better than a pyramid die.
I will look forward to seeing it.
It's bugging me, Ben. Ben would be our table judge.
Yep. He's our head judge of the tournament.
Nice. Alright, so 2 History of Benalias. I don't mind running one of those out into the Brontodon. If I got a backup one now,
Yeah, for sure.
there is a 4/5 Raptor, which Gideon's targeting the Raptor now. Chandra's going to take out the Paladin, I think. Yep.
Going for the champion.
So now he's leaving Chandra vulnerable. She's probably going to go down, maybe even to a Llanowar Elf next turn.
You know what? I think that's okay, though.
Yeah. Getting
She
rid of
did
that
her
5/4.
Yeah.
That's a 1-for-1 trade, and it prevents damage, so that's not bad. Attack with a Llanowar. Come on. Lance, do it. Do it. Kill a Planeswalker with it. Do it. Yes.
Yep. He took out both. Smart.
Oh, that feels good. Killing a Planeswalker with a Llanowar Elf. Oh, yeah. Well played, Lance. I liked it. Alright. So he's got 2 histories. He's got a Lyra. He's got a Cast Out.
Yep. It's a pretty even game.
I think I'm playing Cast Out on the Ripjaw Raptor. It's gonna force Lance to stack the Brontodon to get the Raptor back. Oh, Binding. All-Star Blossom in defense.
Yep.
Now the Binding's in play because he doesn't actually target the Brontodon until the Binding's already in play. So the Binding is now in play with nothing exiled. So it's not doing anything.
It's a mute card.
But because it's an enchantment, that's how the wording on it actually works out.
Yep. Has to stay on the board.
Now it's Lance's turn to play with Planeswalkers. We're going to see if Karn lives up to his reputation here. Not what you want to flip, but it's better than drawing them.
Yeah.
So Lance putting the die on there representing the silver counter. Exiled by Karn. That's a swing for 7. Did Mike have a Settle the Wreckage in his hand? I'm pretty sure he did.
I think so.
If you guys in chat remember, I'm pretty sure he had Settle the Wreckage. Passing the turn with 4 mana up, though, you're telling your opponent, I have Settle the Wreckage.
Yeah. Let's see.
Alright. He's playing the History of Benalia, which is going to get him a blocker. Again, if I'm Lance right now, I think I still attack with the Bronodon and then maybe sack to get rid of the History. But I'm going to get the attack. Alright, so there's this custom Black Adder Knight token. So drew a basic land. So that was 3 forests that were sitting on top before he activated Karn.
Yeah.
Hinterland Harbor, Servant of the Conduit. Mike gets to pick which one's exiled and which one gets the silver counter. So he gets rid of the Servant. No, he's
putting the silver.
Or I'm
counter.
sorry, one goes in hand, one gets exiled.
Yeah.
So he chose to exile the Servant and
Yeah.
give him the land. Not the kind of action Lance is hoping to draw into, but still it's better than just taking 2 turns to draw.
Now, is that the land that pumps to give +3/+3?
That's just a dual land.
That's just a dual land, right? Okay.
Hashep Oasis, which he doesn't have on the board, is the one that pumps his creature.
Yeah.
So Mike taking the opportunity to double block with the Knight and the Ixalan Binding against the Thrashing Bronodon.
Is he going to sack it out to take out that?
Actually, it looks like he opted not to block. He just took the damage. Oh, no. He did block. The Black Adder Knight token's back because History of Benalia pops another one down.
Yep.
So in his hand, we know Mike has another History. We also know that's a Magma Spray he's flipping to the front. And I'm pretty sure he's got a Benelish Marshal.
Yeah, he does.
So the choice here is between the Benelish Marshal and the History. And looking at Lance's board, that Karn's proven himself here. He's drawing Lance some action. Lance's board is getting big.
Yeah, Mike's down to 6.
Looks like he's choosing to abrade the Bronodon. That's only 3 damage to it, though. Okay. But Lance senses something's up and uses that opportunity to get rid of the History of Benalia.
Yep.
Magma Spray the Elf. So that's gone for good. Looks like Mike's just doing some housekeeping.
Yep. He's probably going to block the Raptor.
Oh, he's got to. Sitting at 6 life with the 4/5 attack, and you have to.
Yeah.
Which means Lance is going to draw off the Karn and off the Raptor this turn.
Now, is he going to make a creature?
For me, I keep drawing.
Yeah.
You have the advantage on the board. Blossoming Defense is going to be the exiled card. I think it's safe to say that's getting exiled.
Yeah.
No! Steel Leaf Champion was exiled. I think I'd rather deal with the creature than the spell. Alright, 4/5. He can take the hit.
He can.
He's just been stuck on 4 lands. He's got Lyra in hand. Just cannot get it out. Big decision. 2 life is a lot. It's a big difference from 6 life. So
Well, he has to block because
Blossoming Defense.
Blossoming
And
Defense.
he knows he has it because he gave it to him.
Yeah, he has to block.
Oh, and now Lance draws another card.
Yep.
Yeah, the only blue we've seen from Lance has been counterspells.
Yep.
That is a very stompy deck.
Worked out pretty well for him.
It looks like it is. I'm not ready to call it, but
Yeah, for sure.
it's getting ugly. Come on, where's that land for Lyra? That's not Lyra.
Yeah, that Knight of Grace is
Oh,
not doing so much right now.
2 Lyras in hand. Oh. Lance was hitting blocks of like 4 lands in a row. And Mike just cannot find that 5th land.
Plays the history.
That's not going to go well. That's going to be game right there.
Yep.
The Benelish Marshal, he had no way of knowing there was a negate.
Yep.
The Benelish Marshal would have been a solid blocker.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is there a land on top of Mike's deck? That's the only thing that would have saved him. If he had played the Marshal and drawn a land.
Yeah.
And even then, he's behind. Steelleaf, he's way behind.
Doesn't want to call it yet, though.
No, you play it to the end. Make your opponent kill you.
Yeah.
I've seen it on coverage of GPs, I believe even at the Pro Tour. Player thinks he's dead on board and throws in the towel. So, make them kill you. It's an untap land. 1 turn too late.
Yep.
If he had gotten that last turn and cast Lyra, he'd be attacking and gaining 5 life this turn. Close one. That was closer than it looked, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Now he's staring down a 4/5, a 5/4, and a 12/12 Trampler with a Planeswalker with multiple. That's just drawing cards like crazy. I think he's going to open that fridge door a few times.
Yeah, probably.
But that land came 1, if not 2 turns too late.
I think we could have seen a very different result if it came 2 turns earlier.
He had a backup Lyra in hand. So he could have played the first one. And then if that was dealt with, he had another one to drop and still keep gaining life with.
Yep.
Yeah. Handshake goes out. That's a tough loss. You have the answers in your hand. You're looking at the answers. You're saying, I have it.
It's always the worst feeling.
Oh. Well played. Good sportsmanship. We did see a nice handshake at the end there. Good game.
Yeah. No, they're both really awesome
Yep.
dudes.